It's Saturday. Today we have squats and bench lined up. Day 3 for each of them. I've been hitting 3 times a week frequency for both of them for a little while now, so day 3 isn't going to be anything too intense. Some extra work. I'll usually end up hitting a variation on my squat. Today I think I'm going to end up doing a paused high bar, and then on bench it's going to be competition bench, but moderate volume, moderate intensity, nothing too crazy or taxing. What's going on, guys? Figured I would throw together some footage from this past weekend. You will see it all: squat, bench, deadlift. Usually over the weekends where I get a couple of my main training days in. Figured I could use this video voiceover to talk a little bit about my opinion on when to use belts. I've been getting a little bit of questions about it since I've been going beltless of late. So my opinion is basically use your belt when needed. It's as simple as that. You'll notice me and Austin are both doing beltless high bar squats here, both working with moderate weight, and we just didn't really need the belt. It's gonna make sure that you're bracing properly because you don't have the belt to rely on. And I think it's perfectly safe as long as you are bracing properly. So, once you get into your heavier working sets, maybe you would throw on your belt with your competition movements. For me, just started this past week or two with these variations. I'm going to try not to use my belt just to practice bracing and getting better at doing so. With bench, while I'm watching it, I do wear my belt on my working sets. This is, again, just personal preference. I wouldn't say it's necessary by any means to wear a belt when you're benching, but for me, it does just help me as a physical cue to maintain my tightness. Obviously, the stronger positioning is going to help with any movement, but I feel like with bench, it's much easier to get out of position. So the belt kind of helps me maintain that positioning when hitting reps. You'll notice here I'm doing low bar. I threw my belt on. This is the first time I hit low bar in months, 3 months, maybe even longer. So I wanted to just be safe, throw the belt on, because I was sticking with the prescribed weight that I had programmed for that day. So I just wanted to be safe. A little bit of rust with the low bar, but overall moved okay. Also, went back to conventional deadlifts. Had a lot of tightness in my adductor. From doing sumo. I pushed it pretty hard last week with the intensity and the volume, so it was feeling super tight. Like, just even getting into sumo positioning was uncomfortable. So figured, why not try some conventional, and worked up to the 495. Felt like bar weight, to be honest. So that was really exciting. So I figured, all right, let's stick with it through my working sets, which have been paused deadlifts. And I think I started out here with 455, ended up moving up to 475, and I was just hitting doubles, so I think a 4x2 or 5x2. Have Austin also hitting pauses right now. He's kind of in an off season, so really putting a lot of emphasis into his bracing and positioning prior to starting to actually pull on the bar. That's probably the most important aspect of a deadlift. Before you even start the pull, getting into that strong positioning. How you start is how you're going to finish. So really recommend, if you haven't tried pause deadlifts, they can be a huge benefit to you. Alright guys, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you next time.